It's time to check in with Burlington Mayor Marianne Meed Ward, joining us for her weekly update on the city. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Bob. Good to see you.
Yeah, I was driving on beautiful Brand Street yesterday, and I saw we were assembling our Remembrance Day show, and we were booking Gordon Schottlander, who you gave the key to the city to. But I saw across from City Hall, there's a sign up on a lamppost. I was going by, there was somebody behind me. I couldn't stop to read it, but I saw Gordon Schottlander and some tribute. Do you know about that?
This is Banners, our banner program that's been running for a few years through the Legion. They've collected stories from residents of veterans that they put their story and their photo on a banner right around Veterans Square, and it's just incredible to see the stories, to know that it was right here in Burlington that people fought for our freedoms. And you know, I had the opportunity recently to go to a veteran who turned 100 years old, his birthday party. So these are folks that they're resilient. He's 100 because he lasted through the war. He fought like crazy. He was captured. He was tortured. He was undercover. I mean, it was just an incredible story. So you can read more about that on the banner program and at the Legion itself.
Oh, just amazing. There's so many stories, but we're looking forward to talking to Gordon as he represents so many Burlington veterans for our special coming up. All right, back to business, city business. Actually, now that the capacity limits for the most part have been lifted, what are you hearing from Burlington business? Must be happy.
Everybody's happy. However, the community still, there's lots of people who are still hesitant about coming out, especially if they have young kids who can't be vaccinated or immunocompromised. So just because the capacity limits kind of flipped overnight doesn't mean that all of a sudden everything is full. And so there's still going to be this gradual phase in. I support the programs that the federal government has put together and continued programs from the provincial government as well. So we need to continue to show the local love to our restaurants and be kind to your server. They're just enforcing provincial regulations, so please respect that and be nice to each other out there.
Absolutely. Well, next week will be the first chance for Burlington residents to get a look at the proposed city budget, and there's going to be a tax hike of some amount. What's the estimated hike going to be, and where are we at in the process?
So we're just about to kick it off. We don't even have our budget books yet, but we will have a workshop at Council on November 3rd. There is a summary staff report that's online at burlingtoncalendar.ca that you can check and just look for the meeting, and you can see the report there. But the initial proposal from staff is 5.5%, which will net out to about 3% because there's three different contributors to your tax bill.
So the city portion is 3%.
Yeah. Well, the city portion is 5.5%, and I will tell folks it's not going to stay there.
Okay.
It's too high. Council hasn't gone to work yet, and I can tell you that we
so what's
never
the total
leave
package?
Well, stay tuned. We've got 2 months of discussion coming up, and town hall on the 22nd of November. Lots of opportunities for the public to weigh in, so please do.
Okay, what are the spending priorities?
We still have a COVID hole, as many municipalities do, so we are asking for additional funding through many tables, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, Ontario Big City Mayors, GTHA mayors. That's about $5.5 million of a hole. We're going to get free transit for seniors. So we've had a pilot running for a number of years. We're just going to make that permanent. It's been wildly successful. We continue to have to repair infrastructure and catch up. So that's 1.25% infrastructure levy, dedicated levy that we've had for a number of years. We're investing in more bylaw officers. We're investing in more tree planting. So there's lots of good things in there. But we also need to look at where can we trim to get that increase down and still do all the great things that we want to do. So that's all coming.
Yeah, all right. With less than a minute to go, let's talk about the Burlington Climate Action Plan and was it Climate Resilient Burlington? It's a virtual launch today.
That is tonight, yes, 7 o'clock. Look online for details of how you can participate. And it'll be an overview of our climate action plan. We're working with the Bay Area Climate Change Center with Mohawk College. I've completely mangled that name, but it's with
That's okay, we'll fix it in post.
College. Sorry about that, it's early. But we're working with them and the Federation of Canadian Municipalities to get a grant to do a home energy retrofit program because municipal services only represent about 10% of greenhouse gas emissions. We need to support the community in doing their part to reduce this if we're going to get ahead of climate change.
Okay.
So all that will be discussed tonight.
Okay, great discussing these things with you as always.